Welcome to Mathotropism. In this video, we are going to see a sum from NCERT Class 9th book, Chapter 6, Lines and Angles, Exercise 6.2, Sum 3. In the figure, if AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD and angle GED is equal to 126 degree, find the angles AGE, GEF and angle FGE. So before proceeding with the sum, since they have mentioned that AB is parallel to CD, first we will do a small revision of parallel lines and transversals. So when we take a pair of lines M and N, assume a transversal L is passing through both the lines and it forms angles 1, 2, 3, 4 with the angle with the line M and 5, 6, 7, 8 with the line N. So we will be talking about the various pairs of angles which this line makes with the pair of lines. So first we will see the corresponding angles. We know that corresponding angles are equal. So when we want to know how to find the corresponding angles, remember that we have to take the corresponding positions of angles at both the lines. That is, if we take to the left of the transversal and above the lines. So if we consider left of the transversal L and above the lines M and N, we can see angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Similarly, to the right of the transversal and above the lines, so angle 2 and 6. Similarly, to the right of the transversal below the lines, so angle 3 and angle 7, and similarly to the left of the transversal and below the lines M and N, so it is 4 and 8. So all these pairs are equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5, angle 2 is equal to angle 6, angle 3 is equal to angle 7 and angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Next we see about alternate exterior angles. These are the angles away from in between both lines. So it is above the line M and below the line N, and since they have mentioned alternate, it means if we are taking above the line M and to the left of the transversal, we should take below the line N and to the right of the transversal. So here we can see angle 1 and angle 7 are one pair of alternate exterior angles. So angle 1 is equal to angle 7. Similarly, when we take to the right of the transversal and above the line M, angle 2, then it will be alternate to the angle 8 which is below N and to the left of the transversal. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. The next pair of angles will be the alternate interior angles and both will be the same. So here when we are considering alternate interior, then we are considering the angles in between the lines, that means 3, 4, 5 and 6, but on the either side of the transversal. So if we take for the line M to the left of the transversal, what angle? We will be taking an angle which is to the right of the transversal for angle N. So here for angle 4 will be equal to angle 6 and angle 5 will be equal to angle 3. The last pair of angles is the co-interior angles. Here only these co-interior angles are supplementary. The sum of the angles will be equal to 180 degree. So when we are considering the transversal L and when we are considering the interior angles to the left of the transversal both on the same side, we get angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, the interior angles to the right of the transversal but interior to the lines M and N are 3 and 6. So angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. For a detailed video, you can see about lines and angles description box. So continuing with the sum, in figure if angle AB is parallel to CD. So first we need to understand what is given and identify the kind of angles. And angle GED is equal to 126, EF is perpendicular to CD they have given. So when we see here, we can see that since it is given EF is perpendicular to CD, it means the angle FED and angle FEC both will be equal to 90 degree because it is a perpendicular line, and also given is angle GED is 126 degree. From this we can see that angle GED is nothing but addition of angles GEF and FED, which is nothing but the constituent angles. So we can find angle GEF from this equation. Similarly, we can see that angle AB is parallel to CD. GE is the transversal, so angle AGE and angle GED both are alternate interior angles, so angle AGE will be also equal to angle GED. And lastly, they have asked angle FGE. Consider AB line, and we can see that AGE and EGB are both a linear pair. So we can say angle AGE plus angle FGE is equal to 180 degrees. So from that we can find the angle FGE. So continuing with the sum, we will be now forming the equations and finding the values from what we have already understood. So given is AB is parallel to CD and EF is parallel to CD. So from this we can see that angle FED and angle FEC both are 90 degree. Let us take that as equation 1, and given is angle GED is equal to 126 degree. So when we take the angle GED, its constituent angles are GEF plus angle FED. So when we substitute 126 and 90 from the equations 1 and 2, we get angle GEF is equal to 126 minus 90, which is equal to 36 degree. Again, when we take AB and CD as parallel lines and the transversal GE, we can see that angle AGE and angle GED are both alternate interior angles. So both will be the equal, hence angle GED is equal to angle AGE, which will be equal to 126 degree. Last, when we see angle AGE and angle EGF both are on the straight line AB, so they form a linear pair. So angle AGE plus angle FGE is equal to 180 degree, which means angle FGE is equal to 180 minus angle AGE, which we found as 126 degree. So this comes to 54 degree. Thank you.